What if the woman who once ignored you suddenly couldn't stop thinking about you? Not because you played games, not because you begged for her attention, but because you unlocked something deeper, something primal. No mind games, no manipulation, just one timeless mindset: Stoicism. A mindset built not for seduction, but for powerful self-mastery. Master it, and you'll never have to chase again. Because when you become the calm in chaos, the silence in noise, you become unforgettable. This isn't theory. This is psychology, evolution, and presence, weaponized. And it all starts now. Most men fall into the trap of over-pursuing, constantly texting, calling, planning, and proving. This desperation energy is repelling, not attractive. When you chase too much, women instinctively pull away. Why? Because it signals insecurity and a lack of value. From a Stoic perspective, the answer is simple. Be still, be grounded, be inwardly rich. A man who is whole within himself doesn't need to chase. He naturally attracts. Psychologically, it's proven. What we chase tends to run. But what remains still, calm and confident, draws curiosity and respect. People want to figure out what you're not showing. Mystery is magnetic. Here's a practical shift. Cut your chasing by 90%. Instead of chasing her, chase excellence. Hit the gym. Learn a skill. Embrace silence. Focus on becoming so valuable that people gravitate toward you. Remember, the sun doesn't beg the planets to orbit. It shines, and they come on their own. You don't attract with words. You attract with your state. Women, in particular, are highly attuned to energy and vibe, more than logic or verbal communication. The energy you carry influences the way people perceive you, especially in social interactions. When you're calm, you exude safety. This sense of calmness is deeply attractive, as it creates an environment where others feel secure and at ease. A Stoic man, for instance, moves with intention, walking slowly, speaking with purpose, and reacting with a sense of inner peace. Practical tip: before engaging with others, especially in situations where you want to make an impact, take time to center yourself. Breathing exercises or meditation can help you maintain a calm, grounded state, which will radiate confidence and attract positive energy. Your presence will speak louder than any words ever could. Emotional tests are subtle, often unconscious behaviors that people, particularly women, use to gauge the emotional stability and strength of their partner. These tests may manifest as ignoring messages, acting distant, or giving ambiguous responses. Women, in particular, might engage in these tests without even realizing it, as they subconsciously seek reassurance about their partner's emotional control and security. When you react impulsively or desperately to these tests, you undermine your own emotional strength and lose respect in the process. Reactivity signals insecurity, and it's seen as weak and unpredictable. On the other hand, practicing Stoicism, responding rather than reacting, helps maintain composure and control over emotions. For example, when she ignores your message, instead of panicking or obsessing over it, you remain calm and continue with your day. This non-reactivity triggers a sense of mystery and fear of loss in her. She begins to wonder why you're not affected, which makes you more intriguing and ultimately more attractive. You are the prize. Mindset shift. Shift your perspective. You're not lucky she likes you. She's lucky to get your time. The Stoic belief is clear. Your value is internal, not external. The moment you understand that, everything changes. Attraction isn't about seeking validation from others. It's about believing you're already the prize, even if the world doesn't see it yet. The key is confidence in your own worth. When you embody this mindset, You become magnetic, naturally attracting what aligns with your value. So, take practical steps to reinforce this belief. Write down 3 high-value habits you're committed to building, whether it's improving your fitness, sharpening your skills, or mastering your mindset, and make them part of your daily routine. Remind yourself daily that you're the prize, and soon, others will see it too. Living with a scarcity mindset can lead to desperation and the constant feeling of not having enough. In contrast, adopting a Stoic abundance mindset means acting from a place of strength, not need. When you view your time and energy as valuable, you're not desperate to seek approval or make sacrifices for others. Instead, you choose who deserves your attention and who doesn't. A key behavior shift is to stop canceling your plans for her. Keep your routine sacred and prioritize your personal growth, goals, and commitments. As you establish your own boundaries and stand firm in your life's purpose, you become more attractive. Eventually, she'll try to fit into your world instead of you trying to fit into hers. This shift from scarcity to abundance will create more meaningful and balanced relationships. Respect greater than attention. Men often seek attention, but high-value men prioritize respect. When you show respect for your own time, boundaries, and values, you set an example that others will follow. A woman will naturally begin to respect you more when she notices how you uphold your standards without compromise. Stoic action: maintain clear standards for how you allow yourself to be treated. Don't engage in unnecessary drama or disputes. Enforce these boundaries calmly and silently, letting your actions speak louder than words. Key phrase: I don't argue. I adjust my distance. By living according to this principle, you teach others to respect your presence and your space, earning genuine admiration rather than fleeting attention. Withdrawing strategically can heighten attraction by making your presence more powerful when you choose to return. The mind is wired to desire what it cannot have, and by stepping back at the right moment, you stir curiosity and longing. Stoicism teaches detachment not as indifference, but as a path to mastering oneself. By withdrawing after investing too much energy, you reclaim your power. This absence becomes a statement, a force that speaks volumes. It's in the silence that your value is often most deeply felt. When you choose when to engage and when to retreat, you control the dynamic and leave an impression that your presence alone couldn't achieve. A man without purpose often finds himself distracted, seeking validation in external sources, like the attention of women. Without a clear mission, he may become obsessed with fleeting desires, missing the bigger picture. In contrast, a Stoic man with a sense of purpose naturally exudes attraction. Purpose fuels him with energy, direction, and a sense of mission. His focus on growth, whether through the gym, learning, building a business, or mastering a craft, shapes his life into a fulfilling journey. A man who builds his life around a clear purpose becomes a magnet for others. Women are drawn to men who are orbiting their own destiny, focused on their growth and goals. When a man is committed to his path, others can't help but notice and admire his dedication, making him truly unstoppable. The Stoic attraction formula isn't about words, effort, or desperation. It's about mastering emotional control, detachment, purpose, presence, and silence. These aren't tactics, but fundamental truths. When you embody a calm, grounded power, it resonates. She may not fully grasp it, but she'll sense it. Become the man who remains composed and unwavering, and attraction will follow naturally. If this resonated, share it with a brother who needs to hear it. Comment with Stoic energy if you're ready to level up your attraction the right way. Subscribe for weekly videos on becoming unstoppable, inside and out. Until next time, stay grounded, stay rare, stay stoic.